Once upon a time, in a faraway country, there lived a merchant named Shola who sold colorful bangles. Shola was very selfish, always thinking only of himself. He was cunning and greedy. In the same country, there was another merchant named Buhari. Buhari was kind, considerate, and intelligent. He also sold bangles, but he cared about his customers. In those days, trading was very different from today. Merchants had to walk long distances from town to town and village to village, carrying their goods on their heads. Shola and Buhari both set out to trade, with boxes full of beautiful bangles resting on their heads. One day they crossed the Nalavian River and arrived in the city of Damaturu. As they traded, they shared the street of the city, each waiting for their turn to sell. One day, Shola arrived on the street where an old house stood. Inside lived a once rich family who had fallen on hard times. Now, only a grandmother and her granddaughter remained. As Shola shouted, "Bangles! Bangles! Bangles for sale! Buy your bangles! Buy your bangles!" In a new way, colorful bangles, cheap, and come and buy. Cheapo, cheapo, come and buy your bangles. Bangles for sale! Bangles for sale! The granddaughter heard him. Curious, she peeked out but quickly ran back in panicking. "Please, my grandmother, come on, a bangle seller is coming. Oh, I really want new bangles. They are so beautiful," she exclaimed. "Oh, my girl, it doesn't matter. Where will we find the money to buy them? We need to eat, and that's all that matters," replied the grandmother gently. The granddaughter frowned, shaking her head. Tears filled her eyes as she listened to Shola's call grow closer. With determination, she ran to the old pot store in their house and returned with a rusty plate. This is a plate where our grandfather ate. Let's take this and ask for just one bangle." "Oh girl, how do we know what if the dealer doesn't want it? What will we do then?" the grandmother replied. "Oh grandmother, he won't miss this. I'll talk to that dealer," the granddaughter insisted, calling out to Shola. The grandmother approached the merchant. "Oh kind merchant, this girl is crying for a bangle. We have this old plate which has been in our family for generations. Please take it and give my granddaughter a bangle." Shola took the plate and scraped it with a needle. A really gold plate, he thought greedily, imagining its worth. He decided to keep it for himself and tossed it aside. "It doesn't make any sense. There is no value in this, only iron. It's not worth a penny," he exclaimed, clutching the bangle box and walking away. With tears-filled eyes, the granddaughter gazed at the bangles. The grandmother stroked her head, picked up the rusty plate, and returned it to the pile of pots. After a while, another voice rang out. "Bangles! Come and buy your bangles! Bangles for sale! Cheap, cheap, cheap bangles, oh! The newest and most beautiful ones." It was Buhari, the kind merchant. Hearing this, the girl jumped up, eager for another chance. "Please, grandma, another merchant is coming. Let's give him the plate and ask for a bangle." "Oh, my sweet, I'm not sure about these traders. I saw how the last merchant threw our plates aside," her grandmother cautioned. "Oh, grandma, this seller seems like a nice person. I'll talk to him. Please, let's give him the plate," she pleaded. "Well then, try to bring it back with you," said the grandma reluctantly. The granddaughter dashed out to the fence, calling Buhari over. The kind merchant approached and placed his box of bangles on the ground. "Oh, beautiful, oh, young man, this girl is troubled, crying for a bangle. Please don't say no. This is a plate we have. I have no money, but this plate is ancient," the grandmother explained. Buhari took the plate, drawing a line with the needle. His eyes widened. God, if this is a gold plate, this is worth thousands of gold coins. Where do we have the goods to match this? Young man, is that really worth it? The last merchant threw it away, saying it wasn't worth a cent. It must have become gold because of you. Please, just give my daughter a bangle, the grandmother begged. Grandma, I have 500 gold coins in cash. I will give you everything for this plate. Please take it, Buhari replied kindly. Take it, son, thank you. We were saved from the great deceiver because of you, the grandmother rejoiced. Buhari took the plate and walked to the river bank, giving 8 gold coins to the boatman. He climbed into the boat and set off. Soon after, Shola returned looking for the grandma and granddaughter. Where is that little girl? Where is the grandma? He called out. Why? What do you want? Asked the grandmother, stepping out with the girl. Bring that useless broken plate. I came to give something instead, Shola said eagerly. You are a great man, a great seller. You threw away my gold plate worth 1,000 gold bars. A human merchant came here and took it, the grandmother replied. Shola fell to the ground in shock. What? Who took my gold plate? He shouted in despair. That man is a good merchant. He left in a boat across the river. Go and learn how to trade from him, the grandmother advised. Shola, filled with anger, shouted, Where did he go? Tell me. The granddaughter pointed. Look, there he is. They are getting on the boat. Shola, furious, forgot where he was. He clapped his hands on his chest and rushed towards the river, shaking his scales in anger. Boatman, come here, he shouted, desperate to catch Buhari. The boatman, hearing Shola's anger, crying, replied, That seller is not very good. He hates me. If you turn away, he will harm me. Don't turn the boat. Let's go across the river. The boatman ignored Shola's call as he knew he owed Buhari for the gold coins. The boat sailed away, leaving Shola behind. Desperate, Shola knelt by the river, pressing his hand into the sand. He was filled with rage as he watched Buhari sail further away. His chest tightened, and with one great cough, he fell to the ground, his anger consuming him. In the end, Shola lay there, defeated and filled with hatred, while Buhari sailed on, kind and virtuous. I hope you did enjoy this story because we have come to the end of the story. If this is your first time of turning to my channel, you're highly welcome. I hope to see you in our next video upload. Please don't forget to click on the subscribe button and turn on your bell button to get latest update from my returning subscribers.